So about half a year ago, I made a video about why The Owl by Zac Brown Band is my favorite album. Because it's basically like an album where they experimented with different types of music, and a lot of people hated it, but they did it not because it was a popular thing to do, because, I mean, obviously it wasn't the thing that got them a lot of, likes and plays or whatever, because really, if they just stuck to making country music, they would be way more successful of a band right now, and they would probably be even more successful than, they probably ever will be again. And yeah, so I really like that album, and I was talking to a guy, like, maybe before I made that video, I was talking to someone, and he was basically making an argument that, like, he was like, his argument was like, well, pop music is pretty popular nowadays. They probably just did that because they were trying to sell out. And now if you look at the newest album, The Comeback, they're back to making country music, and that's because it's the most popular thing for them to do. And so they're actually just like not actually making music because they wanna, but the music that they're making is just, trying to be popular and doing whatever the popular thing for them to do is. But what I say to that is, no. Recently, like within the past year or two, they've still been, or at least Zac Brown has still been, doing stuff related to pop and hip-hop and stuff like that. Like, recently, him and Pitbull released like a collab type thing. It was mainly just a Pitbull song, but Zac Brown was on it for like a few sentences and like the hook or whatever, and that was pretty good. Can't Stop Us is the name of it. And that was recent. That was pretty recent. That was after The Comeback came out. So there was that. And there's also a video on YouTube of Zac Brown Band playing Spend It All On You live recently in the newest live shows or whatever. And that is a song off of Zac Brown's solo pop album, which I didn't really talk about in my video about The Owl, but he released it like a week after he released that Owl, and it was called The Controversy, because, The Owl was very controversial, and so there was that. And just recently, yesterday, as of the day that this actually gets uploaded to YouTube, this video, they released a music video for a remix of what's it called? Beautiful Drug from the Jekyll and Hyde album that they came out with. And Beautiful Drug, as I said in my video, is the pop song, the standout, most controversial pop song off of Jekyll and Hyde. And the fact that they're like still experimenting with pop music, EDM, stuff like that, makes me really excited, because what I would really, really like them to do, and I'm not saying this is what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. Who knows? They might release another country album. They might release a southern rock album. Who knows? I mean, country is that southern rock, but they usually do that. It's not just country music when they release country albums. It's a mix between country and southern rock. But anyways, I don't know what they're going to do for the next album, but I'm like the only person probably who wants this, but I would really like them to release like another pop EDM album like The Owl. I think that would be really, really cool. And again, I'm probably the only person who wants that, but if they did that, I would eat it up. But yeah, I am really excited to see like whatever next thing that they will release that's like experimenting with genre and whatnot. They did release recently a cover live show album type thing where they were covering like rock songs like Little Help from My Friends by the Beatles, and that was pretty cool too. I actually really liked that. So yeah, whatever they do, I think it is pretty cool. So yeah, little rant, completely unscripted. Hopefully it came out okay. Also, I just want to say that remix of Beautiful Drug that he just came out with was made by the artist Avicii. Rest in peace to him. And they just recently decided to release it. It was spinning the vault for a while, and so he came out with this official release for the remix with a new music video with actually like Zac Brown in the video, and it's a very like EDM inspired and pop type music video, and it just shows how they keep on experimenting with pop music and pop music related stuff. Even though this remix is something that's been made for a while and just been in the vault and wasn't a remix necessarily by Zac Brown Band, the fact that they made like a new music video for it, very heavily influenced by pop and EDM and stuff like that, it just shows that they're not shying away from experimenting with stuff like that. And they're not just retweeting to going back to and like, you know, running away from the failure of the album, like the guy who I was talking to was basically saying. And so not just going back to making country music and doing that because they're scared of being, you know, unpopular or controversial or whatever. They're still experimenting, and I think that's really cool. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my main channel, Cartoon Post. Bye.